Dans une lettre au
In a letter to the Federal Minister of Justice and the Minister of Health last Friday, the Minister responsible for Canadian relations, Jean-Marc Francois, said that there were some disputes between the two governments concerning the ability of a province or Quebec to ban in Bill 157 the home cultivation of 4 plants of cannabis.
That the two federal deputy ministers concerned will get in touch with their Quebec counterpart in the very following weeks to resolve in definitive terms this issue before the final vote on Bill C-45, so that the bill will not be challenged in court by the Quebec province in the next days and create uncertainties for the police forces responsible for its enforcement.
Thank the honourable senator for his question. I will undertake to do that. Let me, though, also add that the government, as you would expect, is monitoring the debate in Quebec with great interest and is committing to study what emerges from the National Assembly as they debate their response to or the integration of their role. As you will know, pursuant to Bill C-45, provinces and territories will be able to make additional restrictions on personal cultivation. And as the Minister of Justice has said, there are limits to the extent that a province or a territory can adapt rules to their circumstances. I would note also that the Premier of Quebec welcomed the predictability of provided for the legislative timetable that this chamber has agreed to with regard to C-45, and I know that the government of Quebec is anxious to have a smooth implementation process, and the issue you're raising is one that we'll need to ensure is part of that.
In fact, would it not be better to amend Bill C-45 to recognize the capacity of a province to ban for a period of time the cultivation of 4 plants of cannabis in private residence or dwelling, to clear the uncertainty that could be very damaging and in fact give rise to parallel illegal market of cannabis in direct competition with the legal sale of cannabis in the government stores?
Again, I thank the honourable senator for his question. I think the time for the debate on potential amendments will soon be upon us. And at that time, I will be happy to report to the Chamber the positions of the Government of Canada on various amendments that may or may not find favour in this Chamber. Let me simply say that the Government of Canada welcomes the engagement of this Chamber on this important piece of legislation, and I welcome the return of Senator Dean to help us manage the debate effectively.